Hello students. So today we are discussing the division of powers. There is three lists that is prepared, that is union, state and concurrent list. First is union list. So let's see what we have to discuss in detail about the union list. Union list is basically at the national level. The defense and all these things are discussed in the union list. So let's see what the book says. The central legislature makes laws on subjects mentioned in the union list. These are subjects of national importance like defense, foreign relations, citizenship, shipping, railways, airways, banking, post and telegraph, etc. So this is what is union list is about. In the union list we discuss defense, we discuss railways, airways, post, banks and all these things are they considered inside the union list. The state legislature makes laws on subjects mentioned in the state list. These are subjects that are affected by regional conditions. Law and order, police, public health, agriculture and land revenue are few examples. So state legislature is going to make laws on the state level. Union list makes on national level, state legislature makes on state level. For example, state legislature would handle situations like police, situations like public health, agriculture, land revenue and all these things. So these the laws are made based on the state list of these topics. Both the center and states can make laws on subject mentioned in the concurrent list. Such subjects include marriage and divorce, education, electricity, factories and newspaper. Now there is a list that is a mixture of both union list and concurrent list. Union list and state list, and that is concurrent list. Both state and national level decisions can be made on these topics. That is, for example, marriage, for example, education, electricity, factories and newspapers. The central legislature enjoys residuary power. This means it alone can make laws on subjects not mentioned in any of the above list. But remember this, the central legislature is most powerful. It has residuary powers, which means it can make laws based on any of the list. It can choose to exercise its power based on the national level, the state level or the concurrent level. All three levels can be made by the central legislature. Now we discuss control over government's finance. Every year the government places its budget, that is annual financial statement, before the legislature. The budget shows in detail the expected income of the government and how it is to be spent. So what happens? Every year the government of the nation, it presents the budget to the legislature. So what happens? The budget, it will show in detail what were the incomes of the government through various taxes that they imposed, and what was the expenditure, what is going to be the expenditure of the government. Expenditure can be in the form of giving facilities to people. So what is the income and expenditure to be done? It is decided by the national legislature. In addition to the budget, a finance bill is also introduced. This contains proposal of new taxes as well as for charges in the existing taxes to meet the government expenditure. There is a finance bill that is introduced, that is to be taken into consideration, which makes sure what are the expenses and what are the expenditures. These proposals have to be approved by the legislature, failing which the government has to resign. All these proposals, all these bills, if they are not approved by the legislature, the government of the nation, it has to resign. If it is not approved, it has to be approved. Control over ministers. The members of the legislature have the right to debate and criticize the actions of the government. The members of the legislature, whosoever is the member of the legislature, has the power to discuss, to debate, to criticize all the functions of the government so that a good decision is taken. They have the right to question the ministers about the policies of the government. If the ministers fail to give satisfactory answers to the questions The lower house may pass a vote of no confidence against them. In that case, the government has to resign. So they have the right to question the ministers, and if in case there is a no confidence motion which is to be introduced, and the government is again to be resigned. So we will be stopping here. We will be discussing about importance of legislature in the next class. Have a good day, dear students.